Walter, and this is my Kawasaki ZX10. It's a 2011 model that I take over to Bonneville to go and race on salt flats over there. Done a bit of work to it to try and bump the power up a bit more, a little bit of head work. It's got cams and it's got aftermarket pistons in it to raise the compression ratio a little bit more. So we run it in a couple of classes over there. One is in partial streamlining for 1000cc bikes, and that, I think my best speed was about 318 kilometres an hour, but unfortunately it was just wheel spinning one end of the course to the other because the salt is quite slippery and not very good for taking the power of a sports bike. The other class that I run in is what they call the open class, where there's no streamlining allowed, so there's no windscreen, no bodywork on the bike or anything like that. And the record in that is a touch under 300 kilometres an hour, so it's 185 mile an hour, and I've run 184 mile an hour. Again, wheel spinning, and just couldn't quite get that last mile an hour to beat the record, which was a bit of a shame.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ed. I've got a BMW 1000RR, which I've had for a little while, 2015. Yeah, nice bike. We're out here today just to have a bit of fun. We're involved in play day on track and Motor TT, which we run track days, and yeah, try to help a lot of people there with their riding and teach them rider skills. So yeah, this is our hobby and keeps us young.
ZX14 that Alan's going to be riding, I mean, again, those are well used in both drag racing and standing sprints and over at Bonneville and so on, because they are a very big grunty bike. And of course the new kid on the block, the H2 and the H2Rs, I mean, supercharged 1000cc bike. Yeah, how could you not like that?
I'm Mike Wilkins, my son Scott. Most people know me as Mr. Kawasaki, and I had Kawasaki for 28 years in New Zealand, but last September I moved on, and I've gone back to my roots. What I started in this game for, having the bikes, listening to the bikes, riding the bikes and that sort of thing. This piece is a bit too fast for me to ride, so that's Scott's job. But I've always wanted to have a shot at breaking the New Zealand LANDSPEED record. To be honest, not only the two-wheel but the four-wheel as well, and this bike's got enough power. Scott will be able to tell you a bit about it, he's ridden it.
Yeah, so it's a 2016 Kawasaki H2R, 1000cc four-cylinder motorcycle, supercharged. Puts out around about 330 horsepower at the crank, and we've had it dynoed just a little bit under 270 at the rear wheel. Only ridden it once before, or a couple of times before, once in anger. We've already set 330 kilometres an hour on an overflying quarter mile at the Cliffhanger Promotions event in Masterton, and hopefully we can get up above 300 kilometres an hour again today. We've got enough room here to do that, so it should be a fun day.
Don't know quite what we'll achieve. Like Walter said, there's some fast bikes here, supercharged bikes, so I don't know, if we 250, 260 on the run that we've got, it will do more than that. Should top out close on the right conditions, close to 300, but I don't think we'll get that today.
I'm Alan Truison from Black Thunder Racing, and I run Kawasaki ZX14 bikes. I've got 3 of the earlier ZX14s and 1 of the 2014 ZX14R. The bikes have all been modified in some way or other. The bike I use for LANDSPEED racing, I run nitrous oxide. We've stretched it out, lowered it, and done a few other things to the engine. Run a modified fuel control unit through the Power Commander and to optimise performance. And just a few other electronic gizmos to get a little bit extra performance out of it. We've run at Bonneville for 3 years, and we built up our speed each time, but traction is a big issue over there, and it was very, very hard to work through. We ended up doing 199 miles an hour with wheels spin at 230 miles an hour. So with the start of LANDSPEED Racing New Zealand, we're looking forward to it, because it gives us the opportunity to actually run on sealed roads, and we'll eliminate our wheel spin problems of that as well. So today is just kind of a little bit more seat time, and we'll see what we can do. At the moment we've changed the gearing on both bikes, so little bit unsure of what will get top end. We'll just take it as it comes.
We're up against some pretty high power bikes here. There's a couple of supercharged bikes, and there's a 1300cc and a 1400. So on the little 1000, we're going to be challenged, but we'll give it a go and just have some fun and hopefully put on a good show for the people that are watching. Second wave of bikes going down. There's plenty of grip, but yeah, just had trouble keeping the front wheel down. It just kept on wanting to come up. Grabbed another gear, it just wanted to come up again, and yeah, so grip wasn't an issue, but yeah, I wound up braking a bit early as well. I got down in the far end and thought that, you know, I'd seen the marker where we were stopping, and then realised there was actually another one further down, so had to get back on the gas again. But
so yeah, it's a bit windy out there, and had a bit of issues with wheel standing, a bit too much traction, but I haven't done a lot of launches on this bike, so this will help. We'll learn a bit more, we'll go a bit faster next time.
Well, that was our first run, and no, it went fairly well. I was quite happy with it. I'm running drag racing gear at the moment, so a little bit handicapped with the gearing, but against the two H2s, which have got a lot more horsepower, but I was expecting the other H2 to pass me, which he did, but I think I got him on the start, so you know, maybe I was happy with that. But no, it was good, a lot of fun, and it's good promotion for LANDSPEED Racing New Zealand as well, so no, very good. So.
It was a bit of a learning curve actually, going down a runway, haven't done it before, and looked a long way off. And we're both all having a bit of fun there, missing gears and things, but I'm not sure where I went. The speedo said 278 at the other end of the kilometre. So, no, all good, we'll do better next time.